Hello and welcome to viewers still watching us on ERi-TV, presenting you the domestic and international news prepared for this session live from our headquarters in Asmara. I'm here Mela Girmay, inviting you to join us on our tonight's news broadcast. Let's start with the major headlines. Eritrean Community Festival in Emirates. PFDJ Civil Workers Organization adopts programs for 2026. France to open consulate in Greenland next month. And China foreign trade hits new high in 2025. On your domestic and brief. The Eritrean community in the United Arab Emirates conducted its annual festival from 19th to 11th January in Dubai under the theme Our Cohesion, Our Armor. The festival, in which Mr. Mohammed Salim, head of the Eritrean Consulate General Office in Dubai, and the Northern Emirates, and Mr. Tasfu Gabratansae, head of Public and Community Affairs, took part, was conducted with strong participation of nationals. Mr. Omar Mahmoud, chairman of the Eritrean community in Dubai and the Northern Emirates, underlining that Eritrean festivals attest to the national unity and cohesion of the Eritrean people, called for reinforced participation. Mr. Alamin Ali, chairman of the Eritrean community in Abu Dhabi, on his part, urged nationals in general and parents in particular to recognize the significance of festivals in transferring noble societal values to the younger generation and to play their due part in ensuring their sustainability. The festival featured a photo exhibition focusing on the history of the armed struggle for independence, national development programs, culture and way of life of the Eritrean people, tourism attractions, heritage and resources, as well as activities of the Eritrean community in the United Arab Emirates, in addition to cultural and artistic programs. At an activity assessment meeting of 2025 conducted on 14th January, the Central Region's PFDJ Civil Workers Organization adopted programs for 2026. Mr. Eyob, head of political affairs of the PFDJ in the Central Region, provided an extensive briefing on the activities implemented in 2025 in terms of achievements registered and challenges encountered, and called for the active participation of members in the implementation of the set-out programs. He also called on heads of branch to play a leading role in the effort. The participants, on their part, conducted extensive discussions on the issues raised at the meeting and adopted various recommendations, including strengthening the contribution of members and students in support of families of martyrs, among others. Mr. Yusuf Saïq, head of organizational affairs of the PFDJ, commending the strong participation of members in the implementation of the programs of 2025, called for reinforced participation in the implementation of the programs of 2026 and urged heads of organizations to play their due part in the effort. Commendable water and soil conservation activities, construction of additional classrooms, renovation of dirt roads, as well as reforestation activities and support to families of martyrs have been conducted in Ad-Ghayh subzone. The report was made at a meeting conducted in which administrators of 21 administrative areas, heads of line ministries, public representatives, and others took part. Mr. Kiros Gabramariam, managing director of the subzone, said that in 2025, over 789 cubic meters of water diversion schemes and over 66 kilometers of terraces were constructed and over 40 kilometers of dirty roads were renovated. Mr. Kiros went on to say that monetary and material support worth over 2 million Nafa has been extended to educational facilities, crop harvest support has been provided to 44 families of martyrs, and monetary support has been extended to 123 families of martyrs. He also said that strong efforts will be exerted to finalize projects delayed due to various reasons. Mr. Habtaitis Fazki, administrator of the subzone, commending the role and participation of the public in the implementation of development programs, called for reinforced participation for better outcomes. Ad-Ghayh subzone comprises 21 administrative areas and 109 villages and is home to over 68,000 people. Dear viewers, stay tuned for our international news right after the short break. Welcome back. France will open a consulate in Greenland on February 6, the Foreign Ministry said today, calling the move a political signal over the strategic Danish territory, which US President Donald Trump has vowed to seize. The comments came on the day that Denmark's top diplomat is to meet senior US officials at the White House for talks over the future of vast, mineral-rich Arctic island. Since returning to office nearly a year ago, Trump has repeatedly mused about taking over Greenland from longtime ally and European Union member Denmark. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot told French RTL broadcaster that the decision to open the consulate was taken last summer when President Emmanuel Macron visited Greenland in a show of support. In other news, China's foreign trade expanded 3.8% year-on-year in yuan terms in 2025, official data showed today. Last year, the country's foreign trade value hit 45.47 trillion yuan, according to data released by the General Administration of Customs. This marks the 9th consecutive years of growth for China's foreign trade since 2017. Exports grew 6.1% year-on-year to 26.9 trillion yuan in 2025. Imports reached a record 18.48 trillion yuan with a year-on-year growth of 0.5%, cementing China's status as the world's second-largest import market for 17 years in succession. During the 14th five-year plan period, which is 2021 till 2025, China's cumulative import and export value had exceeded 200 trillion yuan, representing a 40% surge from the 13th five-year plan period and an average annual growth rate of 7.1%. Dear viewers, we are done with the newspaper for the session, and now it's time for a quick recap of the major headlines. Eritrean Community Festival in Emirates. PFDJ Civil Workers Organization adopts programs for 2026. France to open consulate in Greenland next month. And China foreign trade hits new high in 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, that was all for tonight. Thank you for having us and have a blessed one.